Hey everyone, welcome back to English Voice Podcast. I'm Elena, and today we have an episode that is a little different from our usual grammar and vocabulary episodes. And honestly, it might be one of my favorites we have ever done.
And I'm Jax. And Elena, I have to say, when we were planning today's topic, I felt genuinely excited because talking about dreams, about the future, about what you hope and imagine and wish for, that is some of the most personal, most meaningful, most human communication there is.
And today, we are going to help you do exactly that in English. Today's episode is all about how to talk about your future dreams in English. The grammar structures you need, the vocabulary that makes your dreams sound vivid and real, the phrases that express hope, ambition, and longing. All of it.
And what I love about this topic is that it gives you a reason to use so many different and beautiful areas of English all at once. Future tenses, conditional sentences, modal verbs, vocabulary for hope and aspiration. It all comes together when you talk about what you dream of for your life.
Let's start with grammar, specifically the different ways English expresses future plans, hopes, and dreams. Because there is not just one future tense in English, there are several, and each one carries a slightly different meaning about how certain, how planned, or how wishful something is.
Will. This is the most straightforward future form. I will travel the world one day. She will start her own business. He will write that book he has always talked about. Will is confident and direct. It expresses a belief, a strong intention, or a prediction about the future. When someone uses will for a dream, it sounds like they genuinely believe it will happen.
Going to is for plans and intentions that already feel decided. I am going to move to another city next year. She is going to study abroad. He is going to save up and buy his own home. Going to feels more concrete than will, like the plan already exists in your mind, and you have committed to it even if the details are not fully worked out.
Would like to and would love to. These are the gentle, polite forms for expressing wishes and desires. I would like to learn a new language one day. I would love to live near the ocean. She would love to spend a year traveling before settling down. Would like to is slightly more formal and reserved. Would love to is warmer, more enthusiastic, and very natural in everyday conversation.
Hope to. I hope to build something meaningful with my career. She hopes to find work that genuinely excites her. He hopes to create a life that feels full and purposeful. Hope to is beautiful because it contains both desire and uncertainty. You hope for something because you want it, but you cannot guarantee it. There is something humble and honest about hope.
Dream of. I dream of waking up every morning feeling genuinely happy with my life. She dreams of running her own creative business. He dreams of having a home full of warmth and laughter. Dream of is the most expressive and most lyrical of all these forms. It carries emotion, imagination, and longing in a way the others do not. Use it when you want to express something deep and heartfelt.
And plan to. I plan to go back to university in the next few years. She plans to move abroad once she has saved enough. He plans to take a complete career change before he is 40. Plan to is the most practical and concrete. It sounds like you have genuinely thought about it and are working toward it.
Now let's talk about conditional sentences, because so much dream talk in English happens through conditional structures, the if sentences, and these are incredibly powerful for expressing wishes, possibilities, and imagined futures.
The first conditional, if plus present tense, will plus base verb. This is for realistic possibilities. If I save enough money, I will travel to South America. If I get the opportunity, I will absolutely take it. If things go well this year, I will consider making a big change. These are genuine plans, things the speaker believes could really happen.
The second conditional, if plus past tense, would plus base verb, this is for hypothetical or imagined scenarios, things that are possible but not yet real. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would choose somewhere by the sea. If I had the courage, I would quit my job and start something of my own. If money were not a consideration, I would pursue exactly what I love.
And the second conditional is particularly beautiful for talking about dreams, because it lets you express the full imagination of your wishes without being tied to reality. If I could do anything, if I could be anywhere, if I could have any life, these are the opening lines of the most honest, most revealing conversations about who we really are and what we really want.
Now let's build vocabulary, because having the right words for talking about dreams is essential, and English has a wonderfully rich set of words for aspiration, hope, ambition, and the future.
Words for what you want: dream, ambition, aspiration, goal, vision, hope, wish, desire, longing, aim. Each of these carries a slightly different emotional weight. A goal is practical and measurable. A dream is emotional and imaginative. An aspiration is somewhere in between. It is a long-term direction, a quality of life or achievement you are reaching toward.
Words for the kind of life you want: meaningful, purposeful, fulfilling, authentic, free, adventurous, creative, connected, peaceful, abundant, simple, rich in experience, full of love, worth living. These are the adjectives that describe not just what you want to do, but how you want to feel about your life. And using these words makes your dreams sound three-dimensional and real.
Words for talking about the future in general: eventually, one day, someday, in the future, down the line, in the years ahead, before I am 40, at some point in my life, when the time is right, when things fall into place. These time expressions give your dreams a timeline. They say, this is not just a vague wish, it is something I'm moving toward, even if slowly.
And words for expressing uncertainty and hope together: I hope, I wish, with any luck, fingers crossed, if everything goes to plan, if things work out the way I want them to. I'm optimistic that, I believe that, one day, I have a feeling that. These phrases hold possibility and hope without making promises. They're honest about the uncertainty while still leaning toward belief.
Now let's talk about the different categories of dreams people commonly share and the natural English phrases that go with each.
Career and professional dreams. I dream of doing work that genuinely makes a difference. I would love to reach a point in my career where I feel truly passionate about what I do every day. My ambition is to build something of my own, something I'm proud of. I hope to eventually be in a position where I can mentor others. One day, I would love to be recognized for the work I've put into this.
Travel and adventure dreams. I would love to travel slowly through a country rather than rushing from place to place. I dream of spending a full year living abroad, really immersing myself in a different culture. My dream is to visit every continent at least once. I hope to experience things that genuinely change the way I see the world. I would love to get lost somewhere beautiful and not be in a hurry to be found.
I love that last one. Get lost somewhere beautiful and not be in a hurry to be found. That is the kind of phrase that makes someone lean in. It says something real about the kind of freedom and peace the speaker is longing for.
Relationship and family dreams. I hope to find someone who truly understands me and grows with me. I dream of building a home that feels like a safe place for everyone in it. I would love to create the kind of family environment where people feel genuinely loved and supported. I hope to be the kind of person my children look up to. I want to build relationships that last a lifetime and mean everything.
Personal growth dreams. I dream of becoming the best version of myself. I want to reach a point where I feel genuinely at peace with who I am. I hope to keep learning and growing for the rest of my life. My dream is to look back one day and feel proud of the person I chose to become. I would love to shed some of the fears that have been holding me back.
And creative dreams. I dream of writing something that touches people. I would love to create something that outlasts me. I hope to one day share my art with the world. I dream of having the time and the freedom to create without pressure. I want to make things that make people feel something real.
Now, let's talk about how to share your dreams in conversation, because there is an art to it. Too much certainty, and you sound unrealistic. Too little confidence, and you sound like you don't really believe in yourself. The natural, authentic way to share a dream finds the balance.
One of the most natural ways to open a dream conversation is, "If I'm being honest with you." This phrase signals that you are about to say something genuine and personal. If I'm being honest with you, my biggest dream is to build something creative that is completely my own. It invites trust and signals vulnerability.
Another great opener is, I've always had this dream of. I've always had this dream of living near the water. I've always had this idea that one day I would do something completely different. The word always gives the dream a history. It says, this is not new. This has been with me for a long time. It makes the dream feel more real and more deeply held.
You can also use "what I really want in life is." What I really want in life is to feel that the work I do matters. What I really want is to feel free and connected at the same time. The "really" in that phrase adds warmth and sincerity. It is not just what I want, it is what I really want, the thing beneath the surface.
And a beautiful way to describe the feeling behind the dream rather than just the dream itself. More than anything, I want to feel. More than anything, I want to feel that I am living a life that is genuinely mine. More than anything, I want to feel proud of the choices I have made. More than anything, I want to feel like I showed up fully for my own life.
Now, let's do a full practice. Jax, if someone asked you right now to share your biggest dreams for your life, what would you say?
If I'm being honest with you, I have a few dreams that I carry around with me. Professionally, I dream of creating something truly meaningful, something that helps people in a real and lasting way. I would love to reach a point where my work and my purpose feel completely aligned. That is the big one for me.
I love that. Keep going.
In terms of life experience, if I could do anything, I would love to spend a year living in a country that is completely different from anywhere I have ever been. I hope to one day wake up in a place I have never been before and feel completely at home. And personally, more than anything, I want to keep growing. I want to look back in 20 years and feel proud of the person I chose to become, the relationships I invested in, and the courage I showed along the way. With any luck, I will get there.
That is a perfect example of dream talk in English. Would love to, if I could, hope to, want to, with any luck. Multiple structures, emotional vocabulary, honest and personal content. It sounds real because it is real. Let's finish with a complete toolkit of dream phrases you can use in conversation starting today. These are your ready-to-use expressions for talking about your future in English. Opening your dream. If I am being honest with you, I have always had this dream of what I really want in life is, more than anything, I want to feel, one day I would love to, my biggest dream has always been to, something I have always hoped for is.
Expressing the dream. I dream of. I would love to. I hope to. I plan to. I would like to one day. My ambition is to. I am working toward. I am saving up to. I am building toward. I have a vision of.
Describing the feeling. Meaningful, purposeful, fulfilling, free, adventurous, authentic, at peace, proud, connected, full of life, worth every effort, genuinely happy, deeply satisfied.
Adding a timeline. One day, eventually, someday, in the years ahead, before I am 40, when the time is right, down the line, at some point in my life, when things fall into place, once I have the foundation in place.
Closing with hope. With any luck, it will happen. I genuinely believe it is possible. I am optimistic. Fingers crossed. I'm working toward it every day. I have not given up on it. It is still the dream, and I am still chasing it.
And the most important dream sentence of all. I believe that the life I want is possible, and I am not going to stop working toward it. Say that out loud, in English, right now, because if you're listening to this podcast and practicing every day, you already are.
All right, everyone, that is our conversation for today. I hope this episode gave you not just the language to talk about your dreams, but maybe a little reminder to keep dreaming them. Your future is worth imagining, your hopes are worth expressing, and your English is absolutely capable of carrying all of it.
Thank you so much for listening to English Voice Podcast. If today's episode inspired you, please share it with someone who needs a little dream fuel today. We will see you in the very next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye!